Welcome back, Griddle Cooking and More. Today we're going to clean the VEVOR. Kind of in a new updated way. I did a video a while back on cleaning the VEVOR using a commercial griddle cleaner. I have another cleaner we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to kind of show you how I clean it in between cooks because I don't always super clean it per se. But anyways, let's see what we got going on here. As you can see here on the VEVOR, I just did some smash burgers and stuff, so it's kind of nasty. So I've probably cooked on this, I don't know, maybe 10 times. It's starting to get a little dark there. There in the middle, for kind of where the heat's at. You can kind of see how the heat is on this thing. So the heat's pretty much in the middle, kind of cool. Cooler on this side and that side. But however, we're going to get this cleaned up real quick. So the thing is set at 350 degrees. So the first thing I like to do after cooking, I'm going to scrape off my gunk. Get most of that off. Next thing I like to do is I run over it with a paper towel because on the next step you'll see why. So I kind of get some of that excess grease up and we get some of that nasty stuff. Alright, so similar to doing your outside griddle, except I use ice. So what we're going to do is we're going to dump some ice on here. Some people may say, oh, that's going to warp your griddle. I've had this griddle for 3 years and it hasn't warped shit. So this is going to steam up real good. It's going to break anything loose. So if you, let's say, cook some with sugars or whatever, you know. So then you come over, scrape it real good. Scrape it down. Then we're going to take some paper towels. So real similar to how you'd clean your Blackstone or whatever you got out back. So basically like that, and that's how I do it. Then over here I clean this up. Basically I'll run over that little trough there for a minute, get that wiped up, shoot some cleaner on there and get it cleaned up, and boom, there we go, ready for the next cook. Now when I want to get it down back to bare metal, this is what we do. Now in my first VEVOR cleaning video, I showed you using, this is Scotch-Brite, but they make different brands, Ecolab. This is a high temp griddle cleaner. It's kind of like real thick. You don't need a whole lot on there to clean it, and it withstands these high temps. But that stuff costs a little bit of money. This here is a Member's Mark grill and oven cleaner, degreaser. So this is basically the same stuff as that, but it's not in that gel form, so it doesn't work on the high heat. So we need to turn our griddle down. So I turn that thing down, probably went around 150 degrees or so. Because you put it on 350, it's going to evaporate it up pretty quick. So we're going to let this thing cool down here a bit. It's got a squirter, so you can squirt it. You can clean all kinds of stuff with it. When I do the griddle, I like to take this part off of here, and we're going to pour it on there. But we want to get it cooled down first. The reason I like the Members Mark, it's like $10 for 3 bottles. So the cost effectiveness compared to the high temp cleaner is a lot better. It lasts longer, and it's a good cleaner for cleaning other equipment, restaurant equipment, or at home. Your oven, dirty stove. I use it on my stove, different things. So super good food safe degreaser. I mean, it's designed for cleaning out deep fryer, stuff like that. So we're going to let this thing get cooled down here, and then when it is, we'll come back and I'll show you my process. All right, I think we're good. Got it cooled down. Still warm. Probably 150 degrees, 200 degrees, probably where we want it. So next step, we're going to get to our Member's Mark oven and grill cleaner on there. And I'm just going to pour a little bit on. As you can see, when it's super hot there, it'll evaporate pretty quick. I usually add some water, but you can just see me pouring it on how much that cleaned it. So we're going to add a little water to it. And then I got this little scrub pad here. This is one I got from a restaurant supply, but you can get the green one, would probably work fine. And then we're just going to work it here. This wasn't super bad, so this is pretty easy work for it. Alright, we should be good there. Another thing I like to use is I got a squeegee here, so that's good for getting the stuff off. Hit up some fresh water. Other thing you want to make sure when you're doing this, you don't overflow your grease trap. We're going to wipe it down here with some paper towels. Get some of this up here. All right, now you can kind of see it's kind of blotchy looking. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to put some lemon juice down, and that's going to get that take that blotchiness away. So we'll put a little lemon juice down. Don't need a whole lot. Right there, and we're going to wipe that around, and you can just see instantly how much cleaner it is, or better looking. A little fresh paper towel. And then I just take some all-purpose cleaner here. Clean this grease trough up. Just like that, there you go, clean VEVOR. Ready to go. And this is a perfect way for making smash burgers. You want that super clean, no grease edge there, or grease top, because you want them burgers to stick, and it's going to give you the best crust. This little griddle, it's like $110, best griddle ever. I love it more than any other griddle. But that's it for the VEVOR clean class I got going on around here. But yeah, so if you got a VEVOR, you don't have to season it. Don't be talked into seasoning it. It even states on the website you don't have to season it. I just seen it today. But yeah. But however, that's how I do it. Get your VEVOR nice, looking good, and you're ready to go. But that's it for this video. I got to get out of here, and I'm out.